So now we will be doing all of REL 1A Week 4 games. And so week 1 we have AC versus Tasteless. One of these players, who gets that? So that would be, I believe, Tasteless. Yeah, here we go. Ooh, the runner gets pro. Interesting. But yeah, this will be super exciting, because we're watching a dwarf off. But on the bright side, it means we don't have to watch 2 dwarf games. So that's a bonus. Oh, runner has picked up dodge. Surely 17 SVP. Surely he had dodge before, and I've just forgotten. This runner, on the other hand, definitely did not have plus move, so that's a nice pickup. But both of these dwarf teams, as anyone watching will recall, are in rough shape. They've both lost experienced players. I think. I think AC lost his only Troll Slayer, and it was like his best player. And Tasteless also lost an experienced Troll Slayer. I think they both lost their most experienced players. So that makes this super awkward. Gets the knockdown, but he is exposed. Oh! Just as done. So, looking at it, Tasteless has 2 guard. It might... Whereas AC has 1, 2, 3 guard. Admittedly, 2 of its guards stand firm. But still, and he lacks any mighty blow. So this might be difficult for him if he loses a player, and he just might not be able to generate a removal to come back. Too weak for replays. There we go. Put out an announcement. Not that anyone wants to watch this game, because I put on the dwarf versus dwarf match with almost no skills, and my view count dropped to 1, and I'm pretty sure I'm the only viewer. It's a good thing that I'm doing this because I would watch these replays on my own anyway. Good to know that if I open up my own stream on the Twitch app, it doesn't count me as a viewer. But yeah, this game's going to be boring. It's just a bunch of fists. Bop. Just... and no one's going to hurt anything. Just stun. It's just gonna be a lot of stuns. Okay. You couldn't have picked a less irritating background noise? Like... even I don't like listening to my own voice. Yeah, just falling back, waiting for his stuns to come undone so he can properly consolidate this position. Freeing up a dwarf. Oh, dwarf, 2-die dodge, 2+ dodge. On the bright side, because this is a replay, this is mercifully short. If I had caught this game live, I probably would have gone insane. Just because there's no skills to make this actually happen. Unless one side gets a strong enough position that they feel like they can foul a piece, it's just gonna be a slugfest. Yeah. Pen a blitzer to the sideline. Oh, never mind. Not pinning a blitzer to the sideline. And then runner running around behind, just making it awkward. Trying to cut these players off completely. Moving down. How do you protect this? Dodge? 3+ dodge. Gets the knockdown on this runner. Follows, but this is now a based cage. This is based. This isn't even a cage, this is just open. What's the plan here? The runner's just here. You can't mark this lineman. 4+ dodge and GFI. Okay. 1-die block is a skull, rerolls it. So now all these players are marked. But like 1, 2. I mean, I guess. But like he can just clear this off. 1-die block is a stun. Two GFIs, I think both of them requiring team rerolls. Yeah, and then a 3+ dodge, and now he's knocked the ball down. Like, this was just not safe. And he got the ball knocked down. It's just a bit baffling. Picks up the ball. And now he's on the sideline. 1-die blitz doesn't knock him down. Please tell me you're gonna put him there. Okay, that's a little less awful. Does a block, doesn't knock him down, pushes to free up a dwarf so that the dwarf can hit. Oh, the dwarf can hit this runner. No, that's red die. Sir? Sir? There's guard here and here, so that's a red die. Are you just not looking? Tasteless, please. Let's. What happened here? What is the plan for all of this? This is a blitzer, so he can just come here, and now he surfs the ball. I wouldn't even do this block. I'd just surf the ball. Yep, and then puts guard there to cancel this guard. So that's a 1-die. Oh no, that's a 2-die. He's surfing it that way. Fails the rush. That's so disappointing. Like, this deserved to be served. And the fact that he's failed 3 GFIs to punish this potato nonsense is so sad. Now he's getting served. That's tilting. The player is fine. And then the runner gets powed? And broken? Seriously? Dude, what turn is it? I can't tell, because the game is bad. It doesn't tell me now. Why? I mean, the best he could do is 4 pluses. Nope, stop that. The game is paused. Why are you doing any actions at all? So, he gets knocked down, he follows. So, this guy can go, like, here. And then, this guy can get there, so it's a 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus. Honestly, 1-die block these. Yeah, you have a reroll. 1-die blocks. And if you manage to knock them down, honestly, I might stall. I'd probably risk the 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1-die without a reroll. I would probably stall another turn. But at the same time, he's dwarves. So I guess it's not too bad to give him three turns to score. But I would prefer to give him 2. And yeah, full 11 players. He's forming a box. He is making a box. He's going to put the blodge in the box. Moving down, scoring for it. And now the wall has been made. Fails to pick up, rerolls the pickup is fine. Knocks down the Troll Slayer. And now this is just impossible to get in front of. No knockdowns, so far pretty sad. And I guess you just blitz the 1-die blitz the runner, and you roll a skull. Reroll it into a knockdown. 1, 2, 3, go for. He's 1 short now. So this is the only scoring threat. And then now you just get in front of him, roll a bunch of GFIs. Yep, now he's stuck. And then you fail a 2+. You get yourself knocked out though. Getting a blitzer knocked out, that's super awkward in a game where neither team has mobility anyway. So losing some of your mobility could be real bad. And now it's just getting a bunch of blocks. Bop. Just stun. Time for the unlikely handoff. Oh, it's a pass actually. Unlikely pass and catch. Yep, 6+. He tried. It was worth at least trying. KO comes back. A blitz. That's... I would... Sir? I would re-roll this. Because if you get a push, you just get to serve him. And then you can GFI down, and even if you fail the GFI, you're happy with the result. Because then you're going up one player, and you're removing a runner. Was that period enough supposed to be for 1/2? No, for the match, okay. I'd re-roll this, because that's potentially just straight up a removal. In a game where no one has a way to generate removals, like that's 100% worth it. Like removing the runner, like the fastest player on the team, the guy that he's gonna be handing off to if he has to hand off. And just as a reminder, the game is still showing touchdowns for the wrong team. I think. I don't know. The interface confuses me from the start, and the fact that that bug exists makes it even worse. And now just a bunch of punches. And we're blitzing the blitzer. Still nothing. Now we're going for make the 2+. Fails to pick up, re-rolls it, holds it with sure hands, makes the rush. So the runner can just dodge off in 1 die, but that's a 6+ because it's a POW. Because you're looking for a knockdown against a bludger. So it's not like unreasonable to sit there. Fails to rush, so he's probably just gonna punch him. Yeah. Just knock him down, make it feel like there's nowhere safe. And, oh, that's the blitz, so now he can come up here. Yeah, he's just threatening. Although I feel like I would mark him. I feel like there's no reason not to just mark him. Probably gets it. Actually uses a brawler and actually turns both down into a knockdown. And now because you didn't mark him, this guy's just gonna run down here and hand off to a blitzer, and he's gonna he's gonna burn both of the rerolls and fail the handoff. which is super awkward. But on the bright side, because your opponent is dwarves, there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Just pushes on the Troll Slayer Blitz, gets a follow-up block. I feel like following there is wrong. I feel like I want a player on this side marking this guy, but that might just be me. Generates an extra block. Hits a stun. Generates another block. Just a knockdown. But now there's two players on the ball. And no good way of moving them off the ball. In the rain, so that's a 5+ pickup. Uses guard, he gets one of them off the ball. So that's now a 4+ pickup. With sure hands, so it's a 75%, but not really what you want. Wait, no, this is edgy 3. Duh. So that's a 5+. Makes the 5+ pickup and dodges out. What? He just gets the 5+, and then the first block is a double skull. So there's one of the two rerolls. And a bunch of blocks. Some players go down, some players don't. No one gets removed. Does feel like Tasteless has a significant positional advantage. And then a Dwarf 2+ dodge. And then just putting dwarves, standing dwarves up, putting them back in the base contact they were just in. That got them knocked down to begin with. Feels a little questionable. Runner coming to the sidelines. Actually outflanking the dwarves because they're the only players that are free are linemen. Blitz is just a push. Gets a knockdown on the side on the blitzer, so now he's farther away and knocked down. And just marking up these linemen so that they can't actually run away. Stand firm, doing a thing. One die. No push, no knockdown. Another Dwarf 2+ dodge, just a push. Doesn't do anything because it's stand firm. Finally gets a knockdown. Stand firm, also not gonna allow the positioning to be changed. Makes the 4+ dodge, makes the first rush, makes the second rush, and rolls a skull. Rerolls it into a push. So now both teams have no rerolls. And makes the Dwarf 2+ with the Troll Slayer. So now there's 2 players on the runner at least. And now some more Dwarf 2+ dodges. Troll Slayer, just a push. Runner into the lineman, gets the POW. I don't think you even follow that. Yeah, you just stay there. And now the runner has to choose to mark you, or you just run away. Lineman does choose to mark the runner. Now, gets a 2-die block, which frees up a player. So he's able to, and then the runner down here makes a block, wrestles him down, blitz off with 2-die, just a knockdown, but it's the dwarves, so just running 4 squares away is good enough. 2 die gets a knockdown. This dwarf is stuck, so he just doesn't do anything. The problem is you kind of just left yourself open to another 4+ dodge. Like, he just did it. There's no reason he wouldn't do it again. Hey, a death! That's dead. That's dead into dead. So that is a dead guard blitzer. The dwarves in this division are just not having a good season. That is yet another skilled piece dead. And now AC is just potatoing down the field. Like, he is left open to just a 3+1 die. Admittedly, there's no tackle in this, so it's a 3+6+ essentially, which is not great for obvious reasons. Gets some blocks, gets another player down the field. More dwarf 2+. Gets some knockdowns, which is nice. Ooh. Just stun. Two-die block with Mighty Blow. I feel like this block does not matter at all, though. So I'm not sure I would do it. Two-die block into stand firm. Both down, nothing happens. Makes the 3+ dodge. Both down. Nothing happens. So now there's just a... Oh, and then fails the dwarf 2+. So now there's just a blitzer marking the ball and 2 different players that can blitz him. And AC just moving players to mark up more dwarves because these players are down, didn't get stand up. I think they were stunned. Blitz gets the knockdown. No break, but he's a dwarf, so... One, two, three, go for it, go for it. Strictly speaking, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Strictly speaking, it's better to put this blitzer 1 more square down, because then he has to die through, so that would be a 4+4+, whereas this one is a... Yeah, it would be a 4+4+ red die, whereas this one's a 3+, 2+2+ red die, which is, I'm assuming, slightly better. I would have to actually open up like Dave's action calculator and figure out which of the two are better. It's probably marginal, but strictly speaking, putting him 1 more square down or making this cage 1 more square back, probably better. Like, move this guy back a square and the runner goes back a square to get the same effect, just the other direction. But I suspect it's not going to matter, because he has to red die into a 6. He has to roll 2 6s on the block alone. And then he doesn't think it's gonna happen either, because he's rushing to set up blocks. Generate the 2-die block, nothing. And GFIs to generate another 2-die block. Gets the knockdown. Nothing happens because these are dwarves. Should have followed him, because then this would be a 2-die. Instead, he's just making a one die. He knocks himself down. And then AC just scores, so now it's 1-1. The dwarves are unlikely to score in a one turn. Missed the runner. There you go. I feel like I would actually make these, because it's dwarves, I feel like I would actually make my line farther up. Because if he gets an extra turn, it's easier to be able to respond to whatever he's doing. One knockdown, one set of both downs, two sets of both downs. Finally gets the second knockdown. Nothing. Joe Sawyer, 3-day blitz, gets the knockdown. Are you gonna foul? Please tell me you're fouling. Foul like the guard stand for him. Goes for the pass first. Fails the pass. So 1-1 for the Dwarf Mirror. Kind of unsurprising. MVP for a Dwarf lineman. I assumed he randomed, and that's why he now has break tackle. And oof, MVP for the dead lineman. That's unfortunate. Which means that 7 SPP for AC and 5 SPP for Tasteless. That sucks. I'm gonna go look at... What? That's not what I wanted. There we go. I want to look at dwarves because I feel like they sad. So here are dwarf again from AC. 2 guard, 2 mighty blow, 1 stand firm, and a plus move. And 11 players. 1185. And then Tuesday food from Tasteless. 1220. Has a Bodge runner, which is where a lot of his TV is. 2 guard stand firm, a 3rd guard, a brawler, a break tackle lineman, and then a wrestle runner. He's at least at 12 players, but like, that's rough. I wonder if both of these coaches are considering re-rolling just because of how much SPP they've lost this season. Who is next on the list for round 4? Round 4, Teamus versus Grinter. Spoilers. Distinguished Collective. History? Teamus versus Grinter. It's a replay here. I would not be that lucky. Replays. Now go all the way back to the main menu so I can click on my coach. Now, off the spoiler screen. So, game 3 of this week is Grunter's Nurgle versus Team Mist Distinguished Collectives, the Chaos Renegades. And it looks like the Distinguished Collective, the Chaos Renegades, choose to receive. Grunter's Death from Within is another team that has gotten a bit beat up. I think he's lost 2 bloaters, if I remember correctly, this season. The majority of his SPP is in the Pestigores, which is kind of what you want. Oh, the Blitz! Bloater just goes into contact, just marking up a bunch of players. And then not actually blitzing the ball, not actually blitzing a player because reasons. Tentacle, roll 6 on the tentacle, prevent the follow-up. And then Cannon injures Bloater first block, second block. Serious injury, so that's an M&G. That's, oh, double both down. Lineman next. Hey! The Rat Ogre is next to the Orc. Teamist! You finally learned to put the AV-10 plus next to the guy who has the chance to actually hit your players every time you use it. And re-rolls it, gets a knockdown instead of a turnover. Teamist is setting up a Mighty Blow hit on the Goblin. Gets the block knocked down. Injures, seriously hurt. So immediately both sides are down to 10 players on the pitch. The Nurgle have an extra rotter, so they'll be up to 11 next drive at this point. And then a foul on alignment? Nothing. So Team S is in a bit of an awkward spot. I feel like I would want to move the ball before I rolled the loner blocks. Oh, Minotaur refuses to do anything. Ball is picked up and he's just running away. Is he out of range of... Yes, he's out of range. The problem with that is now he has to go forward and all of these players that can't move have to come backwards to him. Eyeball knockdown does nothing. Double GFI to mark the ball carrier to at least force him to make rolls. That's what I would do. Not doing it. The funny thing about this is the rat spawn actually stopping the big guys from frenzying. Did they change the way tentacle works? Stop it, game. Oh my. Please. I hate this. I hate this game's interface. It's awful. I can't even check what tentacle does. Minotaur again refuses to do things. All of these big guy actions before securing the ball in any way, shape, or form. It's a bit bold. The blitz knocks down the claw mighty blow player, but it doesn't make the ball safe. And then just 2+es through because he has 2 heads. Rolls a bunch of 2+es. Has to use a team reroll to get through. He makes it. Let's see, can I get this to allow me to read tentacles now? Tries to leave a square. Roll d6 plus strength of the player minus strength of the opponent. Roll of 6+, or on a natural 6, the opponent remains where he is and his move ends. Interesting. So that's a d6 minus, so it's a d6 minus 5 plus the strength of whatever dodging away. So it's like a d6 plus 2. So you're rolling like a 4+ to get away? More often than not. And for the big guys, it's literally just a 6+. It seems a lot worse than the way Tentacles was last time. Oh, just stun. And Border continues to bully the loner. Oh, injury. These injuries are gonna start piling up. That's now 2 players off the pitch. Red Ogre knocks down the Bloater. Ogre knocks down the Rat Spawn. No breaks. Minotaur blitzes, actually knocks down the Bloater. Breaks the Bloater, it's just stun. But that has opened a hole for the Chaos Renegades to stream through. I feel like I would have moved this completely open lineman first. And then fouling the Rot Spawn does nothing. Okay, but this is like just a... Yeah. This is just a 3+ dodge to 2 die to ball. Why does this lineman not mark either this Bloater or just come in front of the... Like, this is just open. And now the ball is on the ground. With the wording of Tentacles, if you like chain push a player off, do you have to roll for Tentacles? Rolling dodge before checking Tentacles is actually pretty huge. This is just 2+es to hit the ball, isn't it? Yes, this is a 2+2+. Or you could just 2+ wrestle it. Two die, reroll that. Just a push. So you pin him to the sidelines, and now he's a 2+2+ away from scoring. Which is a bit unfortunate that this potato has just worked. GFI, the claw mighty blow guy, in there. Or you can make these random blocks that No, don't free up the Minotaur. I feel like freeing up the Minotaur is worse. And also, it feels like now he can just sort of like blitz here and then just go this way on a two-plus. I feel like putting a player here and forcing him to go down the sideline is better. So the problem with this is a lot of blocks that doesn't actually change. Oh. Okay. Or he can just go backwards and around on two pluses and score because he's too hit to dodge. Also, this is sweltering heat. So the Renegades lose a dirty player alignment. And the Nurgle lose an unskilled Pestigore. I did not realize this was sweltering heat. D3 players are chosen from both teams. Yeah, so it's less swingy than it used to be. Now we're just setting up blocks. Looks like we're going to be blitzing the Mino. That's a KO. The Orc is KO'd. Picking up the ball and passing. We're picking up the ball first on turn 7. I feel like I would have blitzed. And Minotaur refuses to do anything to the two players he's marked. Rat Ogre blitzes. Knocks down the dirty player Router. Tentacle stops the thing. And now we're marking the Minotaur again. On the other side, we're actually blitzing the Minotaur. Gets a knockdown, I'll call Mighty Blow. Nothing. I feel like you foul alignment here. Now, why are you marking with borders? It's like turn 8. You're not advancing. Why are you giving him the chance to punch things? Rat Ogre has block. Minotaur gets up and blitzes. Hits the dirty player Router again. Nothing. Another Mighty Blow hit. Sudden injury! Badly hurt. The Minotaur has disappeared into the red. Instant Apo. So the badly hurt Minotaur has returned. Which, honestly, I understand. Like, that many players out, you kind of need a Minotaur. And there goes the Skaven player. Also badly hurt. That's really good for the Nurgle. And they fail a pass. So, lots to talk about. Still sweltering heat. So, this turn, the Renegades have lost the Rat Ogre, which is like their best player. and the Nurgle have lost a bloater, which puts them 2 bloaters down. Going into the second half, the Distinguished Collective Chaos Renegades have 5 players. They have the Roger, they have the Ogre, the Dark Elf, the Minotaur, and 2 human linemen. Whereas the Nurgle have 3, 6, 9 players. That's rough. Distinguished Collective open the drive with a blitz, and they break something, and they remove a rudder. So 8 players on 5. So that'll help even the numbers a little bit. Yep, and stun immediately on a lineman. Not into the lineman. Now we're moving players to stand on the ball, which I feel like we could have done previously. So now 2 players are standing on the ball, go to pick it up. I feel like I would have done the blitz first before picking this up, because it's more likely. Oh, never mind. Double skull. Gets the knockdown with Call Mighty Blow. Just stun. So now, okay, Minotaur blitz. Minotaur is really good at punching bloaters. So, no knockdown, but there's now a Minotaur marking the ball. And a Dark Elf. And that's about the only option he has. We push the Dark Elf off the ball, and we follow. So we put the Dark Elf on the ball still, and we follow it. Why? Why any? What are you doing? What is this? Why any of this? Okay, I'm going back. So you blitz the Dark Elf. You don't get a knockdown. You just push him to the side. Push him sideways, and then you stay, so you have... Okay, so you can push him to the side, and then follow. And you still have a 2-die block on the Minotaur, with a 2-die block follow-up to knock down the Minotaur. So that's mistake number 1 in this. Is just, you just gave yourself a way to not free the ball. And like, yeah, see, now there's a player always on the ball still. And now, you bring in another player for your assist. So now you have a 2-die block. So... now, because of this, you have a way to chain push. And why are you chain pushing the ball down a square? Why are you not chain pushing into the Dark Elf? Just push into the Dark Elf, the Minotaur is down, and now your Pestigore with the ball can run over here. This Pestigore can stand here. And now he can't touch you because he's all the way over here. I don't understand any of this. This is like the one way that you have a chance to keep the ball in base contact. Like, you've taken the only option to keep the ball in base contact. He has 5 players! 2 of which are big guys that are on the floor. Why is... How has he maneuvered you in such a way that he keeps the player marking the ball after your turn, and you have to either block him off with the ball or dodge away? And now you've stayed... What? Why would you stay? The ogre's right there. That's the only way he can generate a 2-die. Well, the Minotaur is actually there, so I guess it doesn't matter if you stay. Because you've left yourself in this position so that both of the big guys are in base contact with the ball. So I guess it doesn't matter if you stay or go, because they're both bad. So staying is fine, I guess. Yep, and Ogre Blitz gets the knockdown. Tentacles does not stop the Ogre following up. Magnet Hands does not work. Second chance. It makes the 5+ catch. You are saved by the bloater catching the ball on a 5+ scatter. And the Minotaur refusing to stand up. So now you just cage up and you can't possibly lose. And then you get a free touchdown on your bloater. Hopefully. I'm not entirely certain what turn it is because the turn timer has disappeared. Yeah, and then what? Take the block with the rot spot. And then make that a 2-die. Or, well, no, this doesn't have guard. Never mind. I guess that's fine. Yep, Tentacles stops a frenzy follow-up again. Oh, that's a KO. KO's fine because it's holding in there. Bloater's fine. You've got your rot spawn knocked down for no reason. I feel like the correct play is blocking, but I understand not blocking with the rot spawn because you have them on all the players. Dude, why are you rolling dice here? Move, the ball is free. Just move the ball, put him like here. Move these players like here and here. And then you can blitz. Because as of right now, there's only one bloater in the way. If this bloater gets knocked down by the ogre, this Minotaur is just gonna blitz the ball. So if you quad skull here, one block, and then you just have 4 dice on the ball. You could screen off and then blitz and complete the cage. Fingers, no. I play weekly in the REBBL competition, and I have been streaming the replays of every game in my division. I finished up my game for this week about an hour ago, and these are the previous week's games. Well, that's bad. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. I was gonna say, if you had left this bloater... Like, Grender, if you had left this bloater within range of this Minotaur, I was going to scream. The league is REBBL. We are a weekly league. Hang on, let me find the Reddit page. r/REBBL. Bring up Twitch on... Wait, no, I can do this through ops. I'm bad. What have I done? There we go. That is the Reddit page. Unfortunately, some of us will chat in Discord. It depends on your opponent. I'm always happy to chat in Discord to people, especially if they're streaming, because then we can bounce off each other. But some people will, some people won't. We are in the middle of our weekly league, so you would have to wait a couple weeks to get in. We are just finishing up round 5. out of a 9-week season, and then we have postseason stuff. But yeah, this is a scheduled week. We play one game a week, and then whoever wins in those divisions gets put into a playoff competition. Laughing at your mistakes, shouting at the dice, being annoyed that the elves in this division managed to get literally... Oh, that's... Oh. That's some weird warbly effects from the... when you move your screen from the sweltering heat I hadn't noticed before. I completely agree. I love REBBL. I've been playing in it for literally like 2 or 3 years. I've been playing in it for literally years now. Great community. And we're starting to pick up numbers in Blood Bowl 3 now that we've fully transitioned over. Let's continue this. Turn 12. Whoop, that's a fail. Not much to be said about Tima's turn. He literally has 5 players. Yeah, just push. You can't make this 1 die now, right? I guess even if this 1 die fails, it's at best a GFI's to red die. Yeah, I don't much care for the seasonal ladder. I find that a lot of the coaches there are just bad at the game. I prefer people who can actually challenge me. If you look at my VODs, like there's a VOD from an hour ago against T-Self, who's one of the better elf coaches in the league, and he consistently forced me to really think through my turns. Well, that's an unfortunate blitz. Also, playing in 7 leagues is absurd. You are insane. I don't know how you have time for that. Yeah, not following. I agree with that, because this is the guy that actually can be a threat. And just the blitz, just the box. Nothing happening. Finally get a knockdown. Oh. Just stun. Casual. What? That's some nonsense. So 2 plus the pass foul appearance, 2 plus dodge, 2 plus dodge, 2 plus rush, red die double pow. What? I mean, he made it about as hard as he could, other than the fact that it feels like he definitely could have tied up these players better in the last couple turns. But, I mean, he made it about as hard as he could, and then team has rolled the dice and got the red die double pow. That's unfortunate. Knockdown, scatters out. It's scattering a long way. Wow. Oh no, 3 plus dodge. Now he has the ball. Can anyone even get to him? Oh my goodness, no one can get to him. Oh, that's insane. And now he's just going to try to kill this player, which I understand. No break. And he fouls him. Oh, that's an amazing animation. Just a stun. And now, despite having 5 players, Team Mist is going to score a second time and win the game. That's a thing. Yeah, and now we're just rage trying to kill things. Ooh, that was a badly hurt. Just a badly hurt. He's fine. He'll even be back next game. And now we're fouling the Dark Elf again. Now we're failing to foul the Dark Elf again. And then Team Mist just runs it in. That's... wow. I just... I don't even know what to say about that. Like, he made it as hard as he could, and then Team Mist just makes all the dodges, double pow, scatters the ball out, scatters it perfectly so that, and then makes the dodge and picks it up. I will be right back. I have returned. Okay, so what is our next game? Game is Trauk versus Dunweir. MVP on a router, lineman levels up. Let's put us on a spoiler screen. Do 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 do. There we go. And our next game is Trauk versus Dunweir, which is Skaven versus Undead, if I remember correctly. Ooh, Wizard, Bribe, Keg, assistant coach for the Skaven. The Skaven are also having a rough season, losing some players. Yep, Undead with mummies. I am not dumb. Yeah. Dunweir managing to keep the hard part of his team to level alive. I feel like for this particular game he had some MNG gutter runner. He had like an MNG gutter runner if I remember correctly. What is the week 3 report? Yes, his only leveled gutter, it was MNG, was seriously hurt in the last game. By the way, if you're still here, Trauk, I am watching your game. I have no idea if he left. He's leaving gutters to get hit because there's no tackle. And the storm vermin are more important than unleveled gutters. Like, you don't need all your gutters to be a threat. You really only need 2 gutters. And the storm vermin are both more important and harder to level. So Dunweir often leaves his gutters here, and I don't disagree with him. Especially in the position, just the way his team is right now, with just none of his gutters being worth anything, and these storm vermin having 2 and 3 skills apiece. Well, there's already a seriously hurt rat. That was pretty much immediate. There is also no bench for the rats, and a 4-player bench for Trauk. Well, he kind of feels like he needs the dirty player to foul, so he doesn't want that getting removed. And the other line rat is his kick piece, and against undead, kick is super useful. And like I said, the gutter runners, they have no skills. Well, and now we have, in return, badly hurt, but it's a regen. Yeah, but like I said, like one of them's the kick piece, which is not easy to replace, and the other one's a dirty player. And he really wants his dirty player because he has no bench, so he desperately needs to generate removals. And then have them regen. Yep, and then just another mighty blow block punch against Gutter Runner. And a knockdown because it's a 3-die. No break, but there'll be a foul. That's not a safe place to put him. Should be fine though. He can close the cage. And foul the gutter. And just KO. The other part of the problem is Dunware is just constantly having MNGs, which means his team is weaker, which means he gets beat up, which means he gets more MNGs. So he's having a hard time coming into a game full strength. Gets Mighty Blow Claw hit on the Mighty Blow guard, like, no break. Has kind of hard to hit himself to the left side though. And a lot of his valuable pieces are on this side and not really protected. But I can kind of understand that. So, if you're Trout here, and you're looking at this board, are you just gonna bully your way through the center and take the center field? Or are you gonna take this opportunity to take Mighty Blow hits and trap the blitzers, which are the pieces that actually matter? The pieces that actually kind of scare you. Because, like, you could hit this thrower and just take complete control of this center field. But at the same time, or you could try to come this way, like you could punch this guy and come through here, take up this position, and then, like, these guys don't come back into play for another 2 turns. Was that back during the edition where the prerequisite for you could take the right stuff, and the only prerequisite for it was to be strength 2? So Wood Elves could use a tree to throw a Wood Elf catcher? I've heard stories. Someone told me once that they witnessed a 16-16 Wood Elf mirror because of that. Which is just dumb. That is a dumb rule. Looks like Trout has elected to take up control of the center fields, and I don't blame him. I definitely reroll that. Oh. Just this time. I don't much care for that armor break animation, if I'm being honest. One thing to note, something I've not been doing, because I am bad, but a bunch of these coaches have been remembering to do, activate handoff before you move. So if you decide you need the handoff halfway through, you can. Because there's no reason not to activate handoff with the ball. Oh, and now we've wizarded. At the end of the turn, we've wizarded. We've knocked down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players in the cage, including the ball, and the ball has scattered to a lineman, and the lineman has caught it. That's a devastating fireball. Now we just hand off to the gutter runner. Oh, roll 1. Reroll that. And now the ball's gone. That's so sad to have. It's so sad when you bait a fireball out on a super cage like that, and then just the ball is gone. That's just so unfortunate. And now, what do you do as Trout? 'Cause, like, your entire team is on the wrong side of the pitch. Oh. Oh, it's KO. And like, man, Dunmer can stall this out like for 2 or 3 turns. That may be one of the best fireballs I've ever seen. Yep, just locking up the Skaven players' ball immediately into the corner. Is there a way for Dunmer? Oh, yep, he's just rolling a red die here. I think that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong. I feel like you should be red dyeing with this one. That way you can blitz the sure hands with Mighty Blow Tackle. Like, that's such a good ghoul that's exposed. That's the player you should be hitting. Like, sure, you can hit this ghoul. But, like, wouldn't you rather hit this ghoul? Wait. What? What? If you're doing the red die, why are you doing it with? And if you're planning to blitz this ghoul, why would you not just red die with this storm vermin? And that way you don't have to dodge. What? Dunmer, please. Yeah, because that was strength 6. Because this guy is marked. Dunmer, please. Why you do it this way? I mean, yeah, sure, the rats are out of contact, but like, I would trade this guy getting punched with no mighty blow in exchange for getting a super good chance on this ghoul runner. Right? He's just added an extra 3 plus dodge to do the same action. And it's unfortunate that it didn't work, because that's definitely a piece that I want to punish being exposed. And now the line rats are running away so that they can further screen off this from the whites. And yep, we're blitzing the blitzers. Oh, just a ton. Also, can we talk about like that crumpling sound and how it just sounds awful? And here comes the foul. 2 assists and a send-off. Fails to argue the call, so he is sent off. But that is okay. He has more. Where'd that come from? And now Dunward just scores. So we get half the KOs back, statistically average. And now Dunware setting up even further back. It was a bit of a deep kick, but he is fast enough that it does not matter. But yeah, he's He's already gotten his... I would say he's gotten his TV worth out of the wizard. Is this gonna be a GFI blitz, or is he blitzing with the ghoul? Interesting that he does that first, and then rolls the 3 die. Oh! Just done. I don't know how I feel about the mummy armor break animations, because the players are so incredibly wobbly and it feels right, but at the same time, it makes the camera wobbly and I hate it. Oh. GFI blitzes, makes the PAL on Mighty Blow PAL on the tackle, no break. Kinda surprised he didn't GFI over here to just foul him, but screening off the ghoul makes sense. And then double skull on the double foul. No break. Staying in base, putting more players in base contact is an interesting choice. Is he fouling? 1 assist foul on this? Well, I don't think I agree with that. I don't think I like putting most of your team in base contact to get a 1 assist foul on a white. I mean, it's Dunweir, so he's gonna put his entire team in base contact and not get punished by it, because that's just how Dunweir do. Can you get far enough? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, GFI. So there's either a handoff or a GFI involved. So now what does Dunweir do to extricate himself? Honestly, the odds are actually stopping him from just running in are so low. I would just take the Mighty Blow hit against this ghoul and try to remove this ghoul. Like, it's not going to give you numbers, but it's going to reduce his team's speed and options. He's made a lot of dodges. 5, 6. Where is this zombie going? Is there any world that this zombie matters? I don't see how there is a world where this zombie matters to the play. Put him right here. Make this a 3-die block. There's no reason to make this a 2-die. Either this mummy or this zombie, either one of them are definitely out of reach of what I assume with the play to be down here. Just make this a 3-die block. Reduce the chance that you have to use one of your rerolls on it. Just stun. Gets the knockdown on the thrower. And I think he only needs a push here. Yeah, just needs a push here. What? I guess he can go this way. It's the same thing. Makes the 2+. So we'll go into the second half tied 1-1. Well, the rats get a chance at one turning. But they don't have a lot of skills to make that easier, and they're already out 3 players. Oh, he got none of those KOs back, did he? Yeah, both of those KOs stayed out. We have no effects, right? Wait a second. Rat Titans. Yeah, they have, they have a keg, which makes not getting either of those back really sad. Blitz does nothing because of the players way down here. Having to set up for the one turn with red dice feels bad. And I believe you need 2 squares without sprint. Oh, that's a KO. Yeah. So no one turn, but there is a chance that this mommy stays out. And fails to pick up, so no pass. Oh gosh, the mummy stays out. That's not good. And then only one of those comes back. Unfortunately, the one that stays out is the gutter runner. So, just brilliant coaching. So we go into the second half, tied 1-1. It is Dunware's drive. The defenders, Trauk, has 3, 6, 11 players on the pitch, 2 on the bench. Has most everything that's important, except he's out of mummy. He's out the Mighty Blow Guard mummy. Dunware is down to 9 players. He has a seriously injured gutter runner and a KO'd gutter runner. So he has the thrower and 1 gutter runner to throw it to, and then his 2 vermin. And the dirty player and the kick piece, but those are less important. That's a bit rough. Get a blitz on the unskilled white. Oh, break. Just stun. Not a lot happening there. Half tempted to reroll that, but that's real early in the drive to reroll it. But he does have the guard to come in and make it real awkward to get a good hit on that mummy. No, but yeah, so yeah, immediately rerolls that. Doesn't get to hurt the ghoul, but he does move him away. Just stun. So he's trying to take control of this part of the pitch. One die. Just a push. Feel like you could have definitely gotten +1 there, but I think he's concerned about the ghoul doing ghoul things, and fails to dodge off. Honestly, I feel like I would have just left him there and let him get punched. It at least forces one of these 2 players to just stay here, instead of coming over here. Alright, moment of truth. Do you hit the gutter runner or do you hit the claw mighty blow? I feel like I hit the gutter runner because it's the last gutter runner on the field. No, he hits the block kick lineman so that he can... he could GFI a zombie into, no? What? I feel like these blocks are not that important. I feel like I would much rather punch the gutter runner that he's about to hand off to. Or he can one-die down a ghoul in order to use the Mighty Blow Tackle Blitzer to one-die GFI and knock down the other ghoul, and then foul him with one assist. See, to me, the play was to just try to get the ball here and then just run through, and then you're down here and they can't do anything to you. I never understand Dunware's play. He plays in a way that's completely different to me and how I play Skaven. Oh. Just, okay, it's a KO, so there's at least a removal there. So, me trying to cast Dunware is just an effort in me in confusion. Because sometimes he just does things and I'm like, why would you do this? Why are you doing all these one dice? Yeah, now just marking up rats. Trying to take away his options. The problem with bringing this gutter runner back is now it's really hard. Like, you don't have a threat that you could just run down here at any moment. Like, now that he's way back here, you could just bring all these players up here. Because there's no threat of a pass to a gutter runner and the gutter runner moving 9 squares down the pitch. And team reroll used on a catch. Is that a handoff? That was a handoff. And then failed 3+. And he used the team reroll, so that's 2 team rerolls used this turn. The ball is not secure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it'd be a GFI to hit with block. Interesting, not hitting with Mighty Blow. Oh no, he had to stand it up, didn't he? Or move it there. Now I'm just confused and not catching things. Ghoul. Yep, GFIs. Hits with block. Doesn't get the knockdown. Rerolls it just to push. But luckily you can still... Did he move? No. He can still move. This player's down, right? Am I crazy? Like, this player can still move. You just slot him in right here. And now the gutter runner has the 3+2+ away. As opposed to just 2+ing away. What? Why is this just a 2+ to walk away? Is this just gonna be a 2+, 3+, and then this line rat runs away? Up! Up! Or the gutter runner. That's unfortunate. Double ones the dodge. And is seriously injured. So Dunware's not going into the next game with a full team either. Ugh. Why do all of the armor break animations for the undead just make the camera go weird? I don't like that. Well, Dunware has been punished for running the ball backwards. Who's picking up the ball? Is the blitzer picking up the ball? The blitzer is picking up the ball. I guess it's the same as the goal picking it up, so it's fine. Yeah. I don't see how Dunware forces him to score. No, he's gonna force him to score. Oh! Okay. That's epic death. The plus move block sure hands ghoul is dead. Oh, and the Stoneberger fails the GFI and puts himself on the floor. That's a big foul. That's a big spite kill. Yep, and just protecting the ball, caging up. Probably fouling this thrower because he's mad. Oh, he's fouling the blitzer. Strictly speaking, foul one more square up. Because if this doesn't break, now it's a free plus to dodge away. So, strictly speaking, like, one square up is probably better. Unless you're worried about him trying to block this way. Which I don't think you really are. And now he's just crowding the cage, trying to force Trout to score. He's crowding it alright. I feel like my play would have been to punch you onto the sideline and then surf you. Forces a line right off the pitch. You still have a bunch of blocks here, and that provides you a little bit of room. That would make me feel comfortable stalling this extra turn. And double GFI to make a 2-die block here, or here. What? What? I'm assuming that was a misclick. Three plus dodge, 4 plus dodge, fails. Oh, seriously hurt. That's... And now his tackle mighty blow blitzer is seriously hurt. That's unfortunate. Yeah, so Trout wins against Dunware 2-1. MVP on the thrower. I forget if it's 14. I think it's 14. That should give him a chosen skill if he wants it. As zombie lineman, that's the dirty player. Let's actually go look at Dunware's team. Because I feel like he's missing a lot going into his next game. He's missing 2 gutter runners and 1 of the vermin next game. Out of his 4, 5, 9. He has 11 players rostered. That's rough. Who does he play? Oh, he plays the Nurgle. So he's down. He's sub 1 million TV. He's sub 1K TV. And he has to play the 1300 Nurgle. Admittedly, the bloaters are all random skills, so the bloaters suck. But the pestigores are good. There's a wrestle, there's tackle, there's a mighty blow piece. That's probably gonna be rough. That's not gonna be a fun game. And it is. Not happened yet. Okay, and round 4 we have one more game left. So let me put you on the spoiler screen. Back. Where is T-Self? History. And I need to download the replay. Rename T-Self versus Jim. Where is my replay folder? Put that in the replays. Do. T-Self versus Jim. I'm gonna have to purge my replay folder. It's getting hard to find things now. Take you off the spoilers. So, our last game for the night. T-Cell's Elves versus Jim's Skaven. They are a remarkably different Skaven team to Dunweir's. Their SPP is reversed. Also, there's a Rat Ogre. And we've already seen T-Cell's Elves tonight because I played them. So we can see how they got into the condition they are now. It looks like Dunweir versus Grunter happened literally just now, which makes me sad. A game was happening while I was online in streaming, and I still missed it. Still gonna have to cast that one in replays. Feels bad, man. Well, and the Rat Ogre immediately punches a line rat and knocks it out. Oof! But that's okay. I will take a line rat in exchange for a block lineman. I will trade a line rat for an elf any day of the week. Especially because that line rat might come back. Because... is there any... yeah, it doesn't look like there's any inducements this time. Immediate tackle block blitz on a runner, knock him down. And now this guy is gonna get knocked down because Rogers are forced to follow. Can the foul reach him? Fowler cannot reach him. So it might be this guy. But that is definitely getting fouled. Just done. He's fine. But that is like 7 players committed to this side of the pitch. So I suspect Jim is just immediately going to try to take control of this side of the pitch. Reroll that. I guess he only has 2 rerolls, so maybe don't reroll that. If he had 3 rerolls, I'd probably agree that to knock him down with my blow and then foul him. And then just controlling this whole side of the pitch. Kind of feels like taking up this position, you're going to get squeezed to the sideline and get forced to score, though. But I guess it's not like the end of the world. Like, you can just go backwards. And another gunner runner getting punched. Tackle, knocks him down. Just a stun. Oh, that's another line rat KO'd. So the elves are up 1 player right now. Two players if you count the rat ogre that's out over here. My blow hit on the blitzer. Yeah, it looks like Jim is just intent on scoring. Doesn't like the position he's in with 2 of his line rats down, and he does not get them back. So 3, 6, 9, 11. Still has 11 players. And I believe T-Self also has 11. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. And the elves go up to 5 rerolls for the drive. Which, I mean, 5 rerolls seems a little excessive. Punch. Just a bunch of stuns so far. A whole bunch of rats being punched, knocked to the floor. No one's being removed just yet. Oh, thrower fails to pick up the ball. Not the end of the world, but scatter is awkward for if it fails again. And, of course, Jim is going to attempt to punish this by just running downfield. The what? Jim? Jim? What is this random red dye blitz as your second action? You're not blitzing with a roger. Yeah, he's not even close to the roger. It's like 4 squares different. Why are you doing a red dye blitz? Like, I wouldn't even be doing a 1 die blitz. I'm assuming this is a misclick. Oh, that's confusing. And now rats have just streamed down the field so that if any of that fails, it's super awkward. But none of that failed. And now P-Self is setting up a base cage. Which is a bit scary, but I think he's planning on blitzing this gutter runner. I feel like I would want to complete the cage and then blitz the gutter runner. No, T-Self. You have 5 rerolls. Reroll that. Follow-up block does give him the knockdown. Ooh. And a KO. He doesn't even have to foul it. That KO is super unfortunate for Jim, though. Like, that removal is huge. T-Self might actually be able to score now. Because that liner, that, ball hawk is gone. Just a push here. Roger pushes. Is he gonna push into the cage? He's pushing into the cage. Roger is now inside the cage. Now we'll have to see how T-Self deals with the rat ogre suddenly being inside his cage. And a bunch of rats being in front of him. Because that is a little awkward. It just immediately blitzes him off. But the problem is that dedicates your blitz, which means it's gonna be a bit awkward to make forward progress. Luckily he's elves, so he can just kind of run around. Uses his dodge reroll on that. Now he's just running around making a cage here. Oh. Rerolls it because he has 5 rerolls. And now, if you're Jim, this doesn't seem that easy. Like, your main way of taking the ball down got removed. Yeah, just getting a gutter runner here so he doesn't feel comfortable running down the pitch, I guess. I guess the Roger's blitzing. This is another reason why I don't like the Roger, is because it feels like you're obligated to blitz with it when you need to move, and so, like, your Storm Vermin just never get the blitz. So they never get to hurt things, they never level. And now T-Self is just advancing the cage. Nothing's really threatening the cage right now. I don't know how Jim actually stops this. Oh. I've got 3 more rerolls, you may as well. Yeah. And then he's blitzing a blodge piece without tackle. So he doesn't even get to knock down and roll for an injury. I feel like this is the turn I would have blitzed with the ogre, because then I had a tail on the ball. Ooh. that's a level on the blitzer. So that blitzer gets to choose a skill now. And that's the kick piece being sent up. That's the badly hurt kick piece. Punches a rat. Okay, I'll give it to Jim. This is actually really annoying to deal with. So how does T-Self deal with it? Is he just gonna jump? He's gonna dodge through there. Duh. Yep, and he just runs in from the side. Now, going into the second half. Oof, those line runs are still KO'd. So, going into the second half, it is tied 1-1. We are going into T-Self's offensive drive. Jim has 3, 6, 9, 10, 11 players. T-Self has 3, 6, 9, 10 players. Solid defense. So now, as is tradition for Skaven players, we get to look at the kick, go, hey, if he fails to pick that up, we could make it really awkward. So I'm going to put my gutter runners forward, and then the gutter runners get punched and removed, and he picks up the ball, and then we're just set. That is tradition for Skaven coaches with defenses. And so far, just a bunch of pushes on the LOS. And T-Self fails to pick it up. Interesting, he chooses not to reroll. I guess with this stun, he's not at all concerned, but like, this gutter runner can just be here. Oh. Wait. That's just a block, right? Doesn't this guy have Brawler? Jim? That was a double both down. You have Brawler. That was just a random normal block. Use your skills. You could have re-rolled one of those and maybe got a knockdown. So KO on a catcher. Always extremely nice. And now the gutter runner is just on the ball. He has picked up the ball. He has been knocked down. That did not last for long, but it was a good attempt. And that's a double one. That's unfortunate. Now the rats can just blitz the ball. What? I mean, sure, you could wrestle strip it for 2-die, or you could 2-die with the blitzer and try to hurt him. Like, I guess this one is like super good at knocking the ball down. And Rat Ogre, he remembers Brawler this time. And only gets a push. Why'd you push that way? The play's this way, so shouldn't you push him here? Oh. Tries to run a rat poo and fails. I feel like I would have tried to run this gutter runner up here somewhere first. Maybe his plan was to run both cutters through, but I feel like one of them should have gone this way. Either gone this way or gone this way to be here if the ball gets Hail Married. Gutter runner goes down, scatters on the ball, ball scatters. Just, it's stunned, but... And scatters right in front of T-Self. Because of course it does. That is unfortunate for Jim. Well, that's a 1. Team reroll used. T-Self now has the ball. And it's in a mostly cage. And the really good gutter runner was KO'd by a foul, which is Apod. Now, reminder, this is tackle, diving tackle. Yep, 4+ dive in, makes sense. Rerolls it, gets another skull, and is KO'd. That's super unfortunate. That's not even an unlikely play to work, and he gets KO'd. So that's twice now that the rat gets touched and immediately gets KO'd. It's just super unfortunate for Jim. Good for D-Self though. Got the rat knocked down, and then this guy can just run away. I guess he's gonna foul this flying rat? Oh no, he's just gonna come back and he's gonna foul the gutter again. Bop. Oh, seriously hurt. And the Appo's gone. Nope, so he's out next game. Who does he play next? He plays the dwarfs. Not having the block gutter runner against dwarfs might be a little awkward. Just stun. Gets the knockdown on Blitzer. So I guess the name of the game for Jim has turned into survive and try to pressure the elves to feel like they need to score. But I don't know how you're gonna do that because it feels real hard to actually threaten these guys right now. He's not even scared of your gutter runner back here. He's taunting you. Yeah, and then Jim is doing his only option, which is just to mark all the elves, and then red die with gutter runner without any skills, and then hope T-Cell fails dice. Makes the rogue group hit first. Just stop. Interesting. Which is with a line rat. And then fails to dodge off diving tackle. Yep, fails to dodge off diving tackle. So the ball was just unmarked. This does probably make T-Cell feel like he has an issue in terms of defending. But I think he can just put players like here and here and just screen off completely. Like that would have been my blitz. I would have blitzed and I can put him there. And I would put this guy 2 squares down. And like this entire side is screened off. But I mean, this is sort of doing the exact same thing. I guess it just adds an extra block in. Notice T-Self is marking the Rat Ogre repeatedly, so the Rat Ogre can never come down here and become a problem, because none of these players are really an issue, especially because all the strength 3 ones are back here, behind the screen. Now, will T-Cell feel comfortable enough to stall an additional turn? That's a nice KO to start it. Looks like he's making a cage back here. Yep. Oh. Double fails. That's real unfortunate, and he gets the knockdown on the Blodge Elf. Oh, he's gonna hand off to this Clan Rat. Activates handoff, dodges through, gets the ball, dodges through again, handoff, failed the handoff. Makes the catch. And double GFI. Is he just out of range? Yeah, he's now marked, and that's the only thing he could do. That's a real unfortunate sequence of events for T-Self. He's essentially lost the game on a 2+. So, oh no, he tried to dodge off of diving tackle, and failed it. He did not realize that was diving tackle, because otherwise he would have just one-die blitzed. So the game ends 1-1, tied. Nice MVP here. This MVP is probably how this gutter runner got sure feet. Because this gutter runner did not have sure feet before now. Yeah, some decent SPP there. Yeah. So that is every game from REBBL 1A Week 4. If you're new here and you've been enjoying it, go ahead and hit that follow button. Because I am streaming at least once a week, both my own game and every other game in this division. And that's all I have for you.